Hey, what's up, folks? You're listening to Real Laughs. I'm Mike Ridley. Joined in studio tonight by two of my best friends in comedy, Mr. James John. James, how you doing tonight, man?
I just told you before we got on, man, it is not late at all at night, but I am ready to go to bed. I am such an old man. I would go to bed right now. I'll drink some more milk and I would go to sleep watching Matlock or Murder She Wrote.
Don't
I am
talk
such
about my
an
Matlock, baby.
I ain't mad at it. I'm here
No.
for Matlock, man. I'm here for Matlock. But I'm
And
just a tired old man.
the voice you're hearing of that Matlock superfan is none other than the sexiest man over 55 in Orlando, Mr. Ken Miller. Ken,
Yo,
how you doing?
I'm
You look
good.
like a billy goat every time I see you, man. You're just letting that gray.
Sir.
It's called
letting it
Just for
gray.
Men, but should be
Man,
Just for
you know it's
Ken.
so funny, man. I just went to
Just for Ken.
Valone. I went to Valone's comedy class tonight. He
you
wanted me
learn
to come in
something?
and speak. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, totally do. I'm writing my whole new set tomorrow.
There you go. I know what I look like. I look like a cross between Roger
Right.
from What's Happening.
And it's funny because tonight's lesson was about multiple punchlines and also being able to, if you're dying not if you're dying, but making fun of people, like roasting.
Mhm.
And
Oh,
everybody in the audience, like all this comedy class people, they were like scared to roast me. But when they did, it only roasted me on this beard. They're like, "Your beard's
wow.
gray." I'm
Hey,
like, "Y'all ain't got nothing else."
I'm gonna say this, Ken. Roasting, I don't know if you could ever teach roasting or crowd work to anybody. That is
Yep.
just a
I,
natural
I
gift
I told
someone's
them
born
that.
with.
I said, you gotta understand, roasting and snaps is two different things. Roasting is, wow, look at Justin Bieber. What can I say about Justin Bieber? That
Hmm.
snaps is,
Hmm.
look at James fat. James so fat that is
Yep.
two different things
Yep.
there. You know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
okay, snaps is like, right. You consistently snaps is
Hmm.
Mike is great at it to me.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Mike is so
Mike
quick on his
has a
feet to
lot
me.
of
He's
hate in
so
his
quick on
heart.
his feet.
He
Yeah, man,
really
that
does.
heart black.
He really does.
A
That
You,
lot
heart,
it
of
that
years
takes
heart,
of
that heart
pent
Wesley
up angst.
Snipes.
Yep. A
it,
lot.
it takes hatred to snap. See, crowd work and just roasting's a different thing. Roasting comes with love. Snap comes with I'm trying to cut you in your jugular.
Yeah.
Like that's a different thing. So yeah, Mike, you got it. It's all
So,
you, brother.
Mike's one of
thanks.
the quickest people I know, bro.
I used to be.
Absolutely.
I'm losing a step. I'm getting old. I know that because I don't know if I told you guys, but about 3 weeks ago, I had to go to an eye doctor for the first time.
Oh yeah, you told me about this.
Uh, and you guys both wear glasses. Ken, how long you been wearing glasses? All your life, man?
Pretty much all my life, but I didn't really start wearing them until I got in the military. Once I got in the military and I was shooting 3 out of 40, my sergeant
Mm-hmm.
like, if you don't put them damn glasses on, you
Mhm.
don't put them damn glasses on, bro.
What about you, James? How long you been wearing glasses, man?
I think I was my late 30s when I started wearing it. I didn't have them as a kid, but it is
Okay.
a. I saw you posted about glasses, and you're
Yeah.
saying it's a learning curve for your eye because things
Hmm.
don't look like they did when you didn't wear them. You're like, oh, wait a minute, this is kind of weird. My depth perception is off, right?
Yeah, I went in about 3 weeks ago, got the eye exam, and the optometrist told me, she's like, how old are you? I'm like, I'm gonna be 44 like next week. And she's like, wow, you put it off longer than most. I guess just when you get into your early 40s, it just happens for everybody. Your
Yeah.
eyes aren't going to work the way they usually do. And this was the
Hmm.
first real scientific proof I had given to me that I was getting old. Like it
Oh
says
yeah.
old, it says age, old, everything else on this prescription. Like, yeah, you just, and like nobody had warned me about how they do the eye exams. So like they're like, go ahead, put your chin here and put your forehead against this, and all of a sudden they shot like a
They
blast of
blow, yeah,
air.
they blow air in your eye,
Yep.
and
Yeah,
you try not to cry. You like,
Yep.
they didn't tell me, so I jerked my head back, thinking like something was wrong with the machine. And she's like, "Oh, I should have told you. Yeah, you're gonna feel a little puff of air." I'm like, "Look, that is." She's like, "Was it uncomfortable?" I'm like, "Well, if this was how you were checking my prostate, no, but for an eye, yeah, this was like
Ah,
I would take that over the
yeah,
finger
Mike.
any
I'm
day."
I'm gonna tell you, brother. Now that you got glasses, it just gets worse. Like the older you get, the
Thanks,
worse
man.
your sight gets. Well, no, I'm just letting you know the
Yeah.
truth, man. And it
Mm.
and a lot of it comes from your prostate exam because when the when you get that finger jabbed in there, you go blind for like 2 seconds. I'm serious, man.
Is that true? I haven't had that done yet, but it's on the
Oh,
schedule.
wait, I've
So
had it done. Yes, I have. And he
yeah,
was a very passionate but
mm,
aggressive
yeah,
administrator. Yeah.
Mike,
yeah.
what kind of lens did you get? Did you get progressive? You get regular?
I did, man. I mean, I found that dealing with someone who sells glasses is the same as dealing with someone who sells cars.
A
Oh,
hundred
Like,
they
percent.
always want
I
you to get
should
that.
have been
Yep.
ready going in there because I had my insurance card and I thought I was going to walk out of there with them owing me money because my insurance was like, hey, we're going to pay for your first set of frames up to $200. And I was like, sweet, I'm walking out here for nothing.
200.
But the frames is nothing. It's the
Yeah.
lenses.
Yeah.
It's the lenses where they get you because they sat me down. They were like, okay, here's the thing. You got astigmatism in your right eye.
Mhm.
Do you work on the computer? Are you looking for bifocals, which has the line across where everybody's going to know you're wearing bifocals? Or are you looking for something where, you'll be able to see far and move your eye slightly and see? Like they explained it like I was going to be a cyborg. I was like, yeah, let me get those. And they're like, okay,
Yeah.
well, then we have progressive and then we have ultra progressive, which is a wider field of vision. I'm like, well, more vision is better. That's what I'm
Mhm.
thinking, right? And they're like, oh, yeah, it's just $80. And then do you want the blue blocker light thing on this and the anti-scratch? Like we got different levels of scratch resilience. Like you got 3 different levels of scratch. Who's out there going, yeah, I want a little scratch, but not like
Yeah,
a
right.
lot of scratch. You know? Give me medium glare. I
Yeah.
like it. It makes me feel alive, And but then the thing is, once you start putting the numbers in, I'm like, oh, you didn't tell me that was per lens.
Yeah.
You gave me
Uh-huh.
like you were sitting there like, who goes in there and goes, give me progressive on the right one, but flat nothing sunglass on the left one? Because once
Yep.
you start putting those numbers in, I was like, who does that? It's not like I go to Target and I get a pair of jeans and they're like, oh, you wanted both legs. Well, both legs it's going to be $58.92. Like,
Uh-huh.
it's just ridiculous.
Yeah,
And
it's a total. It is like buying a car. It really is.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you need to add this, you need to add that, because I have progressive and I
Mhm.
hate them.
Is this your first time wearing
It's
progressive
my
lenses?
first time wearing progressive. Yeah, I hate
So you don't
'em.
like it, Ken?
I hate them because like if you're doing something like cutting the grass, when you're looking down, that progressive part is there, and so it's like I'm wobbly. I'm like, wait a minute, what? You know what I mean? When I had my regular glasses, I didn't have that issue. I could cut
Mhm.
grass, and if I'm looking down,
Mhm.
it's blurry. If I'm
Yeah.
laying down, like if I lay down and watch TV, I have to put my old glasses on because I'm laying down like this, so I'm looking through the bottom part of my lenses, and the
Yeah.
TV's blurry.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So I'm not a fan of progressive.
And that's what this was my first pair of prescription glasses, and I talked to a couple of people who had glasses. Our friend Kevin White's one of those guys. He's like, man, I tried progressives, they didn't work for me. That's why I walk around with like 3 pairs of glasses on.
Yeah.
These are my reading. And the thing is, right now, the only thing I really need glasses for is I can see far away fine. Like I got like hawk-like vision. But lately, like reading books, I gotta hold it out a little bit further, or if I'm on the
Mhm.
laptop, I gotta set my distance. So, like honestly, everybody's telling me, "Oh, you're gonna get used to it," because right now, when I put these glasses on, it made everything slanted, like close up. It made put everything on a diagonal, like books or laptops. It like got really wonky, and they're telling me, "Oh, yeah, that's because your eyes need time to adjust to this prescription. Give it 2-3 weeks." And I'm like, "You don't know me." If I can't get something in like 5 minutes, I'm not interested in
I'm
that
like, yeah,
something
I'm good.
anymore.
I'm good.
You know?
I'm just
So-
gonna be blind.
So, like you guys know me. I've always been on the cusp of being a magician. The reason I never became a magician is because if a trick takes me longer than 10 minutes to learn, I don't learn that trick. I'm just not interested in it. So I'm thinking like Ken, man. I might just go and be like, look, I just want a pair of glasses that I can pop on when I'm on my laptop, when I'm on reading a book. The reason I got sold on the progressives is a lot of times I'm sitting in the living room, like working on the computer, and the kids are playing video games or watching a movie, and they're like, "Daddy, look at this." And I got tired of like taking my glasses off so I could see the screen 10 feet away, So I was like, oh, these would be perfect. But dude, like it's really causing a little bit of nausea, wearing these
Uh-huh.
glasses.
Now,
So-
when I first got my glasses, not these, but any other glasses, it takes because you get a new, as we call it in the black neighborhood, you get new medicine, not prescription,
Yeah.
but you got new medicine. You got new medicine in them glasses. So, you
Mhm.
get
Yeah.
used to it. These took me, I'm talking about, usually a couple of days. To progressives took me like 2 months to get used to them. But, but they Versace glasses. So I'm like, I ain't getting rid of these. These glasses
No.
like $300. I ain't
Yeah.
getting rid of these things, man.
Dude.
They Versace, baby.
Dude,
Mm.
Ken, when they told me I had $230 towards frames and not knowing anything
Oh.
about glasses, I was
You
like,
thought you was balling.
I got $230 to put towards glasses. No, you had $230 to put towards frames. My frames were cheap. My frames were like only $80-$90.
Yeah.
But then when they started piling all the other stuff on, I'm like, I did not come in here today expecting on, like, they showed me the price without my insurance because my insurance also covered some discounts on some of the lens fixtures.
Yeah.
But still walked out of there with a $340 pair of glasses. And that's what's upsetting me right now. Like, I don't want to put these things on, but I don't want to leave $340 on the table.
Yep.
And this isn't like my Xanax prescription where I can go out on the street and sell to anybody. You know, like I got to find someone who is off plus 0.05 on the right eye to get rid of these things.
Hey, yo, you looking for them progressive glasses? I got you.
Yo, man, driving at night got you down, and like Lear taking you out of the game, son. Check these out.
This dude said, I can't go sell them like my Xanax.
What, we can't? That's not legal?
Yeah.
That's not legal?
Son, you know,
Hey.
Mike pull up, open up his jacket. Hey, dog. What you looking for, baby? Now try them on, baby. Try them on, baby. You can try them on. That's the good stuff right there, baby.
And they're like, I don't know. I don't like the looks of them. You don't like the looks of these. That's why you need glasses, son.
That's right.
These look like a bad deal. You blind.
That feel good, don't it? You can see everything, can't you, baby? Yeah, you can.
Real quick, guys. October 21st, a couple of big birthdays going around.
Who we celebrate?
First off, Kim Kardashian.
Okay.
Kim Kardashian.
Right.
See how I built
All
that
right.
up? More exciting than it was going to be. Kim Kardashian. How old do you think Kim is at?
32.
Okay. Nah, Kim's 30, but her ass is 2.
guys. Kim is 39 years old.
Wow.
Oh, there you go.
She's almost 40, bro. I would never expect.
That's why her little sister's getting more popular now. People are like, man, starting to
the
see
old model.
stretch marks everywhere. You know,
I would have never thought she would be almost 40 years old, bro. Like, seriously, never would have thought.
Well, dude, she's been famous for at least
a long time.
15 years. When did the Kardashians coming out?
No, when did her sex tape come out? That's when she got famous.
Yeah, that's true. What made the whole Kardashian family famous? It was their father was a lawyer on the OJ jury, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't that it?
Yeah. Kim used to be an assistant to the stars. Like, she's one of those people trying to become a celebrity, so she worked for him. But she shot to fame when her Ray J sex tape got leaked, and her mom became her manager and got her a deal for that sex tape. And that's how her mom started managing her.
Wow. Well,
which is different, y'all. That's real different.
That's what I've been doing wrong. Another birthday we got this week. See, I was trying to self-manage my sex tapes. But my sex tapes are more like Vine videos, 7 seconds, not much longer.
7 seconds, and it's just on repeat.
Yep. Another birthday out there right now, Judge Judy. Judy. Guess how
the richest judge ever.
Is she really?
Yeah.
Has to be.
Wow.
Hands down.
I did not know that. How old do you think, Judge Judy?
I'm going to go with, she's 80?
Close, man. Close. What do you got,
I'm going to get 85.
77. 77
okay,
years old.
Okay.
Hey, no, forget her age. Throw a number out for her net worth. What you think?
I think she's worth $200 million.
Okay, what you got, Michael?
I'm going to go 75 mil.
$440 million.
What? I'll tell you right now, Judge Judy, I got my glasses on, and you're looking good. I'll tell you right now.
They said in
400 million.
2021, she said that's when she's done doing Judge Judy. She's been doing daytime court TV for 25 years. In 2021 of next year, she's done. She actually makes $47 million a year.
Jesus. That was a rough woman too. She's bitter. Like, I don't think butter would melt in her mouth. Like, she is.
And last celebrity birthday, this guy, I'm so happy for this guy, man. About 3-4 years ago, his career kind of came back with a little infusement. William Zabka. Maybe you guys don't know him straight out of the gate by his name. Johnny from The Karate Kid. William Zabka, man.
Okay.
Dude,
that's our dude.
I've been watching Cobra Kai.
Man, let me tell you something. It is legit it's the best thing on Netflix right now.
Nice,
it really is the best show on Netflix, man. I've watched it. I've watched that. I just put it on and I'm working and I'm just like, man, I'm supposed to be talking to a customer. It's so well written how they try to make him, a hero.
Tell his side of the story.
His side of the story, and make Ralph Macchio,
the bully.
The bully.
Well, guys, we got to take a quick break. When we come back, though, we're going to be talking about a new theme park that has opened in Japan that has some people questioning everything. Don't go anywhere.
Baraka Manland.
Stick around right here, 104.1.
Yo, son.
Welcome back. You're still listening to Real Laughs. I'm still Mike Hurley, joined in virtual studio with James John and Ken Miller. Now, guys, you both being dads, I had an experience today, and I just wanted to share it with you. It's a day that I always feared. My oldest son, who's hands down my favorite, we got so much in common. I love that kid like nothing I've ever loved in my life. Well, for lack of a better word, he came out of the locker today. 10 years old, he came to me and said, Dad, I think I want to play basketball. Now, here's my problem, guys. Up to this point, he's been a superhero fanatic, a comic book fanatic, all stuff that I was good with. And you guys know me. I'm not a jock, never been a jock, played hockey for a little bit, but sports is not my thing. So I tried to be that understanding dad where I'm like, okay, well, I wasn't hoping to have a jock. Nobody's ready for this, but I'm going to try and raise them the right way. Ordered a basketball hoop, went out, got him a basketball. But I'm not even kidding, guys. Before I went out to dribble basketballs with him, I went on YouTube to Google how to dribble a basketball. So I could I know nothing, man. I know nothing about basketball. Like I used to play, both my brothers are jocks. My dad's a jock. Like I used to play, we used to go up to the playground and toss around a basketball or a baseball or something like that. But it's been so long, dude. And I just wanted to ask you guys, because you both were athletes in high school and stuff like that. But have you ever had something that one of your kids got an interest in that you have no interest in whatsoever, but you decide as a dad, this is now going to be my thing. I got to learn about
Hold up, James, before you do that.
Me and Ken both got it.
I'm just curious, Mike, what made him want to play basketball? Was it some friends, or he just was like, Dad, I want to play? Is he watching basketball? Well, like what made him?
First of all, here's a little funny fact you guys might not know about me. My great uncle was actually part of the Boston Celtics years and years and years ago. So we have a little bit of basketball in the family. Also, something you guys might not know. I know some of you met my father and my brothers. I'm the only boy in my family under 6'3". Like I'm the runt of the litter, so basketball is a little bit easier when you're a little bit taller. So I think the thing with my son, though, is when we went back home the last couple of times, my nephew, who is 15 and now taller than me, he's got a basketball hoop at my parents' house. He lives with my parents. And he took his cousins, my kids outside to shoot hoops and stuff like that. And just during this pandemic, it's been so hard. Like basically Cub Scouts was shut down.
Yeah.
All the activities they like going to do with their friends, they're not going to school right now. So I started trying to ask them. I'm like, hey guys, is there anything you want to do? I've tried putting them in karate before. Kermit took them in for a couple of classes at his school. And I've just been like, guys, let's find some stuff to go outside and do. We shoot bows and arrows outside and stuff like that. But like one day I was just like back and forth. I'm like, we could get a basketball hoop maybe. And they freaked out and they're like, yes. And now, dude, we just got the basketballs in. And they go outside. We don't even have a hoop yet. And they will spend hours outside just dribbling the ball. It took me hours just to get the 6-year-old not to run out of the way when I bounced the ball to him. Because he'd be like, here, give it to me. I bounce it. And he'd go, ah! And run the other way, which is the way I played basketball in high school. So
Perfect.
So what I'm kind of asking you guys, was there, as fathers, you're both great fathers, how hard is it for you guys, or was there ever anything where you had to kind of force yourself to get interested in because you're like, damn it, this is my kid, this is what he wants to do, I want to be a part of it?
Well, I'll say this. First off, as black dads, it's not hard to be a great dad because the bar is set so low. But
I think I found the soundbite for the week.
There you go. No, actually, I think me and Ken have a lot in common here because both our kids, I think, were in band.
Yeah,
band's one of those things. Band's one of those things. The kids come home like, Dad, I want to play an instrument. You're like, okay, I can't help you with this, but I'll go out and get the instrument. I'll go out and get the reeds. I'll go out and get you lessons. Sign you up for band, and this is what we're just gonna do. And then you wait 2 months, and you go to their very first performance, and it's horrible. But
and it's terrible. It's so bad.
It's terrible.
It's terrible, bro. It is the worst, bro. Oh. I
Yeah,
was
you know what I'm talking about.
mad, bro. I was so mad. I said, y'all ain't gonna do but Beyonce Coachella? Nothing. Nothing. Y'all just gonna just
We can also
Bro.
do Clean Under Pressure or Vanilla Ice, depending
Oh,
where you know
yeah.
it from.
Y'all,
Yeah.
I can't get a little flight of the bumblebees. I can't get
Bro.
flight of the bumblebees. Come on.
That bumblebee can't even fly no more.
Man.
Nah, man. Bro, they always play Mary Mary Had a Little Lamb,
Oh,
and it's
it
like
be the worst, bro. It's so terrible, man. My daughter did band for 2 years, and she's like, "Dad, I'm done."
Really?
You like-
done with it. Oh yeah.
And you're like, baby, that's a coincidence because I was done a year ago. But yeah.
She was done. 2
Yeah.
years she was done with it. Yeah, she didn't want to do band because once she got to high school, she would have to do marching band, and she said she's not
Yep.
coordinated enough.
Yeah.
But
See,
I don't have anything, dude. Because Junior, when Junior was a kid, all he wanted was football. I'm gonna play
Mhm.
football. I'm gonna play football. I'm gonna play football. Then he got hit by a dude James size, and he was like, "Dad, on everything I love." This kid hit my son so hard, he did a 360 and a 180. I think that's why the ABM ruptured 4 years later. Junior walked to the other side, the coach is like, baby, yo bench over there. I'm like, Junior. He couldn't hear me for like 6 minutes.
Bro, Junior was playing football but got his pilot's license because he was in the air that long.
James, no lie, bro. We leaving to walk after the game. They got beat back. We walking to the car. The dude that hit Junior was driving. He was like, "Hey, little man, good game." I said, "Yo, this is the 13-year-old league. What in the?" So after that, he's like, "Dad, I'm done. I'm playing basketball."
Done.
He started basketball so late, and he was the kid that he played video games all the time. He wasn't like me. I played basketball every day for hours.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Junior, you can't get better by playing once a week. You got to play every day. And he wanted to be really good at it, but he was like, "Oh man, I'm do basketball." Now he's in the music. Jazia,
Right.
I don't know what my daughter do now. I don't know what she want to draw anime.
Other
She
daughters,
wanna,
apparently.
yeah. Oh. But then, Mike, to answer
she's
your
in the
question,
anime though?
yeah, she's in the anime. I'm not a big anime person. I buy whatever she needs. Only anime I know is Ninja Scroll. I don't know.
Bro.
I know Ninja Scroll, that's it. But
you know what?
I
I
get
made
into
my
whatever
kids
they
like
into.
I made my kids like what I like. Like I grew up as a geek. Like Mike could say, I was into comic books, I was into anime, I was into, geek stuff like that. So my kids, by default, they love that stuff, Ken. They love anime. And we talk about it all the time. Like that's my kids and our thing. Like that's our thing we can bond over. Like my wife hates anime. Like she making a face at me right now for talking about anime. But yeah, my kids, we love that kind of stuff. We geek out on stuff like that. So that's our common bond. It ain't
Right.
sports because my kids don't do that.
I feel bad for my dad because he had like 3 boys. He played football, baseball, basketball in high school.
He was a jock.
My older brother played soccer and football. My little brother played my older brother played soccer and baseball. My little brother played baseball and football and basketball. And here I was, and I'm like, yeah, so I'm gangster number 2 in our high school musical Guys and Dolls. I'd really like if you could come out this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We have a matinee at 2 if you can make it. And I'll tell you. And then I got my college scholarship, which, mind you, both my brothers jocks, no college looking at them. Me doing acting. College is coming. We would like for you to come to our theater department. We're going to give you a full ride. And that was the first time my dad was like, oh, maybe there's some value to this. But here's my dad who knows nothing about Greek theater coming to see me be Oedipus Rex. He's like, the chicks in the robes were kind of cool. Like that was it.
That's what you get from dads that don't like theater.
I don't even know who Oedipus Rex is. So that's
really? You never heard of the Oedipus complex?
Nah, what's that?
No.
When boys
you fall in love with your mother, so you kill your father.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like that whole thing where every man secretly looking for someone to marry that will replace his mother. It's really messed up.
Yeah, it's messed up. It's Freudian.
Yeah.
I'm glad I
it's
didn't
crazy.
know.
But here's something interesting. Now, there's a new theme park that opened up in Japan, and just based on that alone, what do you think this theme park is based on, guys?
Barack Man.
If it's Japan, it gotta be some computer PlayStation.
Okay.
Like I'm going like PlayStation.
I'm gonna go with their love of mechas, like giant robots.
Well, you guys kind of far off. It's the first all adult porn theme park.
bro.
Oh,
No.
well, James
Porn
looks like a man.
theme
You know,
park.
Baraka man.
It's in Kabukicho, Tokyo, and it's actually called SOD Land, which is short for Soft On Demand.
Wow.
Soft On Demand. I guess it's a production company that's footing the bill for this. It's a 4-story building in their kind of red light district. And I just all of a sudden I hear like a car sales, like, we got 4 floors of porn, you know? And
Yeah.
Yo, that is so aggressive. You're like, I don't even know if I want to go here.
but basically,
Labor
it's
Day
all-
weekend.
this is where they beat Disney World now. Now, I'm a little bit disappointed because the more I read about it, the more it just sounds like a 4-story strip club. Okay. But the way they're billing it as an adult theme park, they have real porn actresses walking around. There's one floor where it's a bar where you just mingle with all these porn actresses. There's another floor that's just all plexiglass and you just walk through and stuff is going on. And the thing where they got Disney World beat is, James, last time you paid to take your family to Disney, Ken, last time you paid to take the kids to Universal, how much you looking at out of pocket for the day?
$1,000 to get in.
Mm.
Yeah. My kids got those passes, so whatever the pass is, like $40 or $45 a month.
Wow, you're a good dad, man.
We got the passes. Yeah, no. I was. My ex-wife made me get them.
500 yen, which translates to $5. $5. It's worth the trip, I think, for $5, right?
Yeah, man, dude. The plane ticket and the hotel, you good? That's the day at Disney.
The only thing I was disappointed about was that if you're going to bill it as a theme park, I want some rides. Rides.
They got rides, Mike.
Like,
they got some rides.
Could you imagine what their version of Splash Mountain would be like? What kind of rides are we missing out on?
Hey, so, what country is this in, though, Mike?
Tokyo, Japan.
Oh, that's gonna be a small world. Like,
dude, it's the one place I might get a job as an A-list actor. You know, go over there and just be like, "What's up, guys?"
Oh man!
How do you say disappointment in Asian? How do you?
No, hi. So real quick, guys, if you were to open a theme park, money was no object, and you could base it on something you enjoyed. James, what are you going to build a theme park based on?
It'd be either superheroes or anime.
Yeah,
I love superheroes. I'm one of those guys that's sitting around here waiting for Universal to sell the attraction rights back to Disney so they can finally make a theme park all about superheroes from Marvel. Man, I'm waiting for that.
We had, before the pandemic, Universal was planning on making some moves. I think we had
Nintendo.
A Pokemon park that was going to open up. We had a Mario park that was going to open up. What about you, Ken? You're the head of a company that has millions of dollars and they want to build a theme park and they're putting their trust in you. What are you doing?
Dude, I got two. First of all, one gonna be Crown Royal World. Everything just Crown Royal bags on everything. But I would do a 90s theme park.
Yeah,
because I'm a big 90s fan. So you can have, you have your areas. You got your 90s sitcom, your 90s drama, your 90s music.
You can walk through the sets of like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That'd be awesome.
I would do something like that, man. Yeah, I'm because I love the 90s, dude. I would do a 90s theme park.
Well, guys, we got to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Right here, Real Laughs 104. Hey, welcome back. You're still listening to Real Laughs. I'm Mike Ridley, joined in virtual studio with James Jean and Ken Miller. Guys, whoa! I've been talking about this for months and months now. You guys have been trying to warn me about this, but I actually did it this week. I went through my bank account for the past 3 months and totaled up every time I ate out.
I saw that post, man.
Mind you, guys, I'm not talking about like the family meals where I've taken like, the
everybody
kids out to eat, because I'm like, yeah, that's going to happen. There's no getting around that. Once or twice a week, we'll go to, I'll pick up Olive Garden. They do a great takeout for these guys, or we'll do Panera or something like that. There's no getting around that. That's going to be $50-$60 with tip for a family of 4. Fine. What I'm talking about is I eat literally nothing at home. The kids eat at home most of the time. They got organic chicken nuggets, organic pasta, all this stuff. It comes from me being on the road and me doing comedy. When I'm hungry, I run up and I grab fast food. I want to ask, and you guys have warned me because both of you before the pandemic were kind of like me. You guys ate out a lot. I know Ken especially before he started cooking at home. So, number one, did you guys do this? Like, did you sit there and go through and finally figure out how much you spent?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. How much, James, how much were you spending eating out before you decide, let's start doing this at home?
Well, here's the thing. COVID kind of helped everybody do that. But the thing is, you saw me, I was still cooking at home.
Mhm.
But it's just some nights, like, we would work our asses off at the studio. We would get there early. We were leaving at 6 o'clock. So for me to go home and cook at that time, and I still got a 30-minute commute, it just doesn't make sense. So we would just pick something up quick, pick something up easy. And we ended up spending tons of money just nickel and diming ourselves, picking stuff up to eat or sitting down at a restaurant.
And exactly. You were working at the time. You were going, before I even saw you at the studio, you were going to work at another job at a comedy club.
Absolutely.
In their booking office. So I could only imagine you waking up, going out the door, being like, let me grab something on the way in just to get me filled up. And then you would come in, and around 1 o'clock, we'd be like, let's grab some lunch. And, it's like, oh, we got Popeyes down the road or Burger King. But when you start looking at the prices, fast food ain't cheap like it used to be.
Not anymore.
Man.
No,
it's like
there's no dollar menu.
Ain't no 2 for 2s, bro.
No way. It's easy to spend. Like, the funniest thing about going through my bank account was after a while, I didn't need to read what it was. I just saw $9.69. I'm like, okay, that was Burger King. Like I knew my meal price.
It's $10. It's $10.
It's 10. Ken,
$10.
How about you, man? What were you spending?
I was probably spending, if you count lunch. Now this is pre-COVID. Now this is when I was working in the office and we ate lunch every day, and then I would come home and we were both tired. We would go out to eat. We were probably spending between $800 to $1,000 a month on food. And the reason I say that is because when we started staying home and cooking, we had a surplus of about $800 to $1,000, and I'm like, where is money coming from? We realized we were eating out. You think of it like this, man. I work 5 days a week. Okay. I'm eating lunch every day. Every day lunch is between $10 to $15
off the top.
Off the top. So right there, if me and Sean go out to eat, a minimum we're spending is $85, $90 because we're going to eat. We're going to have drinks. You know what I'm saying? I'm drinking Crown, so it's already going to be crazy.
I'm with you.
So when you start adding that up, man, dude, it was. I had posted this question like months ago, and when I realized how much I spent, somebody said they had spent $2,400 a month eating out.
I can see. Like it's so easy to nickel and dime yourself. You don't think about it, man. You swipe that card and go.
Once you add it up, you're like, this is ridiculous, man.
And it's one thing if you're feeding your family or something like that kind of food bill.
Oh, but when I get the kids for the weekend.
Oh my God,
that's what I'm saying. Like I'm already paying. Like baby's mama has my credit card, so she goes grocery shopping, Target, everything else. And mind you, every time she uses that, there's nothing on there that I'm eating. Like nothing. So she goes out and buys for them and everything else, but I don't eat any of that stuff, So when I was going through the bills and looking it up, dude, 1 month was $729 for just me. The next month was something like $713. The next month was like $805. It averaged out to like $750 a month. That's like half a mortgage, dude.
Yes,
that's like a Tesla payment. I've been looking at houses before COVID, and I'm like, oh man, I'm not sure I want to pay. Like that mortgage would be this much more than my rent. I'm like, I have that money. I just got to eat a damn peanut butter and jelly sandwich every now and then.
You know what it is? We've been. Definitely the place that we go get meat that Ken just checked out. You definitely, if you want to start cooking your meals, find a place that has good, affordable food. And meat's going to be the biggest thing you spend on, Mike, when it comes to cooking. But brother, I know the cooking can seem like it's magic. Like, how does that machine produce all this food? But it really isn't that. It really isn't that. It's not that hard to do.
The great thing about cooking is leftovers. You cook, like
take it to lunch the next day.
Yeah, what I've been doing is I will make a pot of chili on Sunday, or a stew, or spaghetti, and I eat it all week for lunch. I go downstairs, heat it up, eat it all week. I just did the math for mine, $1,100.
Oh man!
If you think $45 a week, right? And with $45 a week, I think I did it times 5. I should have did enough for it. It was like $300. And then I did me and Sean eating out twice a week at $100. 4 times,
at least
for a week. That's $800. That's like $1,100 we were spending eating out, dude. That is insane.
And mind
it
you,
is.
that price is just me, not including when I took the kids out, not
Yeah.
including.
And me
And
too.
the
That's not
thing,
including having my kids on the weekend.
the thing with all three of us, because I've hung out with you guys for years, is I know this for a fact, especially when I've worked 2 offices with James now. We're the first ones when we're
Yep.
going out to get something to eat
Yep.
to be like, hey man, you want anything? I got
Yep.
you. You don't have
Yeah, that's
anything? I
us.
got you.
That's
Ken,
us.
whenever I'm
Yeah.
out at the bar with you, there's been times like I think the last time I was at the Improv with you, you were buying round. I'm like, Ken, let me at least get the tip on this round of $200 drinks. You're
Yeah.
like, no. And he's like, all right,
I
Mike
got it,
wants to get the
baby.
tip.
Yeah.
Dude, we are so, we're jerks. We're jerks. We're bad people, but we are some of the
Yeah.
most generous bad people I know when it comes
Amen.
to taking care of people who are just
Amen.
hanging out with us. So I need to start bringing that in, man. There's better places for that money to go.
I'm telling
And
you, do like I don't know if you can do it, but
Mhm.
only like I said, only because of COVID we were able to do it.
Mhm.
Do a month where you don't eat out,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and
Or,
I'm
or
telling you,
give yourself one day to eat out.
or
I
no. I'm saying don't. And
Mhm.
what you would normally spend on that day,
Mhm.
you put it in savings just for
Mhm.
1 month. If you can't do a month, do 2 weeks and just
Yeah.
see.
Here's
And legit just see, and you'll be
here's
like, "Yo, I can go get a new engine for the cruiser."
here's here's what I did Friday. I woke up the day after figuring this all out. I woke up, made myself oatmeal, and then I made myself a sandwich for lunch, and then I made myself some pasta for dinner. Okay,
There you
and
go.
then the very next day, Saturday, I was running behind on my schedule, so I'm like, I'll just grab some Wendy's. I know I'm back on track, but Wendy's $9, $10, whatever. And then I went to that Bull and Bush showcase, and there was a Gringos Locos right there.
Mm.
I had to
Oh,
get me a burrito
sucker.
and a Mexican Coke. And I'm not
Sucker.
gonna not tip my burrito guy. So
True.
all of a sudden it's like $14. I'm like,
Yep.
Yo, but Mike, it's hard to do. But
It
what
is.
made it so good for us being home, we got used to it.
Mhm.
Because I tried it before when I was in the office. I'm gonna bring my lunch every day. Man, that junk
Mhm.
lasted 3 days.
Mhm.
They was like, man, we going to Las Patas. I'm like, man, you know what? Let me get the meatball sub.
Man, that's a good sub.
I will say this: James decided to start bringing his lunch to work
In
so I
January when I started my health kick.
So
when I
I
started trying to lose
lost my
weight.
lunch buddy for a little bit, but
You did.
there's something he would like bring in his little Tupperware and be like, "You want a fresh strawberry?" And I'll tell you right now, the fresh strawberry, one of those tasted better than my whole Popeyes chicken sandwich. Yet I still just spent $11 on a
Yeah.
Popeyes chicken sandwich and
Yeah.
a soda. And
Mhm.
oh man, I need to not just a health thing, but just money wise, I need to take that money because I got to figure
So
an
much
exit
money.
plan out of this house.
And you know
I got
what?
to figure out how to get out of this place.
And you know what happens, Mike? Your kids are always going to be smarter and better than you because my son, like I explained all the things I did wrong in life, and now
Mhm.
he's doing it better than me. Like my son has a very good credit score. My son now cooks dinner at home so they don't eat out to save. So it'll happen for your brother, and it'll rub off on your kids, and they'll live better lives than us.
I was gonna get into the Halloween and trick or treating stuff, but I'll say that for the next week because I think we're kind of on a good roll here. And I actually wanted to ask you guys. I've asked you
Okay.
before, I think, but the more I think about it, the more I've realized this. If my kids, if I could give them one piece of advice to make life better, I give this advice to anyone. When you're looking for a partner, don't think of that as just someone of the other sex or the same sex who you just get to have sex with and take care of. Look for someone who's going to have your back and support you, and you guys are going to build things and grow together.
It's
You
called
know?
a partnership for a reason. It's not called sugar daddy. It's called partner. You want an equal partner, someone is putting in as much as you are, because you want to get the same things out. I would
Mhm.
tell my kids, and I think I've taught them this, thank God, because they see the relationship me and their mom has. I have a partner in every way. When it
Mhm.
comes to raising our kids, we're on the same page. When it comes to our goals financially for our own house and our marriage, I have a partner in every single way. I have a person that's motivated. And Michelle, my wife, she does not want to be taken care of. No, she wants to be able to contribute equally and do her part as well. So I would tell any kid growing up and looking to get in a relationship and marry somebody, I would have a conversation first before you get married and talk about everything you think life's going to be. How do
Mhm.
you want to handle having kids? Where do you want to live? Do you want a house? You always want to live in an apartment? Like you need to find those things out before it becomes a surprise once you're married. I think a lot of people don't talk about their future plans or their goals in life before they get married. So that's what I would do.
At the studio, we work with someone named Cassandra Lewis from The Voice.
Yeah.
Very
I
funny,
love her, man.
very
She's
talented
so
lady.
cool.
And one day she was talking about dating, and she had talked about shooting down a guy, not shooting down, but she basically looked at the guy and said, what does he bring to me,
Yes.
to the table?
Yes.
Not even financially, but what can you do for me that I can't already do for myself? And I remember the first time I heard it, I was like, shh, I ain't calling this girl, you know? But now I look at it, I realize she wasn't saying that as a, you know, I want money, I want a sugar daddy. It was looking for someone as motivated as her to move forward in life. You don't want anchors in life. Well, maybe you do. You want someone who's, depending on your terminology of anchor, yes, you want someone to keep you grounded, but you don't want anyone that you're just carrying the whole way.
Hold you down.
Ken, you got 2 kids. Relationship advice for your kids?
Mine is money. I've been trying to teach my kids how to manage money, how to save. Like Jane said, with credit. I said, I don't want you to be like me and your mom, and we're in our 40s and we're in so much debt that we may never get out. Like we're in that type of debt. We're like, I hope I win the lottery. You're in that debt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I told Junior, I said, don't be that guy that you got to play the lottery in order to get out of debt. Be able to be your own man. You know what I mean? I say it's cool to have credit, but if you can pay something and buy it, just buy it. You know what I'm saying? Don't go to these renter centers and these places and get these TVs, and then a year later you pay $7,000 for a $400 TV. I said, just save your money and then buy it. And I tell Junior all the time, do you really need before you do that purchase? Do you really need it? I said, if you don't, put that money up. Man, Junior got money stacked to the ceiling, bro. Junior got money. He got a closet for food and he take care of his own self. Like, you know, I've been trying to teach him that. He like the same thing with credit. He says, yeah, Dad, I went up to the credit union. I got this little credit card and then I spend on it and I pay it, and it's helping me build my credit because he tried to get his teeth fixed and he had to put an application and it got denied. I said, it got denied because you don't have any credit. So now he's trying to build that up. So finance is for my kids. I'm trying to teach my kids finance.
And you know, it's funny because like I'll talk to people who I look at their life and go, you don't have anything figured out. Then find out they've been saving since they were 16. They got an IRA. Our good buddy Kermit Gonzalez, he's one of the most financially secure people. You weren't looking at him, but his dad taught him good money skills when he was growing up. And you know, Kermit just bought a house during the pandemic. You know, Kermit's got money. Kermit could retire, you know, in 10 years. I'm not even close to that, you know? So, hey guys, we got to get out of here in just a second. Before we do though, you guys got any shows this weekend? What's going on?
Yeah, baby. Port Charlotte, son.
Oh, nice, man. Nice.
Wednesday through Saturday. Well, tonight. I'll be there tonight.
Nice, man. That's a good room. Tell them what's up for me. I'm sorry, James, you got anything coming up this week?
Yeah, I'm doing a show in Sanford at the West End for Mr. Ross McCoy. I'm going to be with Marcus Crespo on that's Friday night of this week. Please check my Facebook to get yourself some tickets. And Saturday, I'm going to be in New Smyrna. I'm going to be at the Marriott for Mr. Adam Lowry. He has a room there that you've done before.
Oh, yeah. Adam Lowry,
man.
Yeah,
So
I
I'm
did
gonna
it
be there.
outside in the patio on the rain, but nowadays I guess they do it inside.
It's inside.
Nice.
Yeah.
I might be at the Orlando Improv opening for Josh Wolf. I don't know. I will find out.
Hey, man.
Nice.
So far you are. I ain't heard no.
Nice.
Okay, so check me out. That'll probably be Friday and Saturday, 2 shows. All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in to Real Laughs. As always, check out our sister shows. You got Monsters in the Morning, the Jim Colbert Show, News Junkie, and we're led in always by Tom and Dan. Thanks for listening. On behalf of James, John, and Ken Miller, we'll talk to you tomorrow night. Take care.
Rock a man.